testifier, Robert Petricci. And please, if I have that wrong, correct me.
That's close enough. My name's Robert Petricci, and I live with Sarah Steiner. And you guys probably know we were arrested for growing marijuana. I just want to tell you a little bit about what happened. 19 SWAT officers came to arrest me and Sarah in full SWAT gear, with weapons. I was sleeping, I was naked. When I got up, they told me they'd shoot me if I put my pants on, so I had to stand there naked. And then see what they did to Sarah. So, you know, they couldn't get our gate open, so I live next door to Pualani Lindsay, one of the Lindsays from Waimea. So they cut her gate, and they searched her property. And on the other side of me, Ronnie and Danette Campbell live. They searched their property. They didn't have warrants for either of those properties. In Ronnie's case, they left all of their buildings wide open and just trashed their stuff, just like they did to us. In our case, they manufactured the evidence to get the warrant. This guy, John Weber, said that he flew over our property in a helicopter and saw marijuana plants growing in our yard, which wasn't true. They didn't find any plants growing in any of the places that he said he saw them. They didn't have any pictures of it. They didn't have an informant. And that's something to be decided in the courts, which is still ongoing. They haven't provided us with any discovery yet. It's been almost a year, and they're trying to force us to make a deal. Basically, everybody makes a deal because they overcharged us. They got 10 felony charges on. They threatened to put me, if I don't make a deal, 4 life terms plus 70 years. Plus, they're going to take my house. They already took my truck, my generator, my money, my gun. I don't have financial resources to even defend myself, and I haven't been convicted of anything. To get my truck, which had nothing connecting my truck, which I use for my business. I had 10 employees when this happened. They're all unemployed now. To get my truck back that had all my tools in it and my dog training equipment didn't have anything to do with any marijuana. They haven't connected that truck to marijuana in any way. To even go to trial to get my truck back, I have to post 10% of the value of the truck, which is $1,000, which I don't have. So they're going to take my truck because I don't have $1,000 to go and try to argue that I should get my truck back. They're trying to take our house. They didn't say that we used money from marijuana to get that house. All the tax records, I was doing spec houses, and I've run businesses, and I paid my taxes, and all the money to purchase that property and do everything on that property is accounted for through the tax records. But they've taken our house, and they're going to put us in jail for life. And I'll tell you, I smoked marijuana because I have arthritis. I have really severe arthritis. And so now I can't smoke it because the judge doesn't believe that that's a valid thing. So I have to take anti-inflammatories. The one I'm taking is diclofenac, which the doctor tells me take it for 30 days and then don't take it for 30 days or you're going to have liver damage.
Please summarize, sir.
It also causes high blood pressure and heart attacks. So instead of being able to smoke a joint so I can work and everything, I have to now take a pill that can kill me. And it's just a ridiculous law. I could go on and on. There's a book here written by a district judge out of LA, former federal prosecutor. It's called Why Our Drug Laws Have Failed and What We Can Do About It. And if anybody would take the time to really look at this issue, you're going to find out it's all about money. It's all about the never-ending funding for the drug war. Everybody wants to give them as much money as they want to go fight drugs, and they're addicted to the money. You think people are addicted to drugs? The politicians are addicted to the money.
Thank you, sir. Before you leave, hang on, don't go nowhere. I have a couple questions. Emily can wait for a minute, okay? You always ask questions,
Yes,
Emily.
go ahead.
What district are you in?
I'm in the Puna district.
Is this case being prosecuted by the county or by the state?
By the county.
Since you brought it here publicly, you have no problem with some of us going back and trying to find out the details of this particular incident?
Well, I was warned that if I came and did this, that I would pay a heavy price for this.
Who told you that?
My attorney. Because this is a political issue, and by putting my face out here, instead of keeping my head down and taking the deal, I'm going to pay a high price. And that's what I was told by my attorney, who's Phil Lowenthal, who's one of the best attorneys in the state.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Ms. Naioli.
And so my question to you is, how long have you lived in my district?
28 years?
28 years. How long you think we know each other?
Close to 28 years.
28 years. And so you believe that this resolution should be voted for, or this bill should be voted for at this time?
Absolutely.
You know, I remember when you told me what happened to you when they came down, and I brought some of this issue up while we were talking to the chief of police and other people, I remember in our meetings, about putting on your clothes, because you told me that, and that you weren't allowed to, because they said they would shoot.
And I believe they would have shot me. I mean, I honestly believe that if I would have bent down to put my pants on, they would have shot me.
You know, okay, Brenda, go
ahead, Brenda.
I'm going to ask you a question, and you do not have to answer it, but you did refer to what they did to your partner, Stephanie. Is that her name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Excuse me, Sarah. If it would not embarrass her, can you tell us what happened to her? I mean, you were standing there naked without the ability to put on your clothing. Did something similar happen to her?
Pretty much, although she didn't listen, and she grabbed her clothes and put them on. But further than that, she's an artist. I mean, there's so many other things that I didn't tell you, but she's a painter, and she has her art studio on the second floor. Just as one example, they took her paintings and used them for frisbees and threw them all over the yard. And I'm telling you, if you want to hear about what they did to you, I'll sit here and tell you.
No, that's all right. Thank you. I definitely have the understanding what went on. Thank you. I yield.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Val, do you have any other testifiers?